Thì cái khóa về Qt là xong rồi. Và cái ứng dụng mình cài máy này. Program game cũng có mà cái có. Nói chung thì con người thì học quá mà không chơi thì sự chưa chơi quá mà không sự, cho nên chúng ta sẽ vừa chơi vừa học. Thì cái tiếp theo của chương Qt là học ví dụ là demo video bonnet bonnet 1 video bonnet 1 nên ta sẽ khởi động Qt Creator 6.0 community phí đây mình giao trò mình thấy thì là miễn phí nó gồm có những cái gì. Đó, cái ghét Qt này tức là Qt đó rồi Qt account tôi dùng đó trong video account dùng cái document đây document đây 1546 5 mỗi cái Qt này mà học tôi mở bất kỳ cái gì đó getting started blog ep forum code chapter code review code introduction nó kết đây này nó cùng với introduction cái này cái trả tiền NF có mấy cái là miễn phí KH2 Human Machine Interface gì đó Virtual Qt cái này hay lắm. Cao đây khám phá thế giới.
Hi there, and welcome to Cute City, where every street is paved with code. A place where designers and developers come together to build next-gen user experiences with limitless scalability. My name is Qt, and I'll be your guide here. What's your name?
Trợ lý ảo à. Một khối Qt rồi. What's your name? Oh. Pikachu.
Explore how the future is written with Qt.
SNS. Không. Metaverse á. Hay chưa? Quá hay luôn. Quá đẹp.
MBX is the new user experience inside Mercedes-Benz cars. We used to implement the most of the UI experience and UI software, the screens, animations, transitions between the screens, widgets. We did custom ones for our system, and that's our usage.
Cool, very cool.
So first of all, it enables us to prototype rapidly. That's one big advantage. The second big advantage is cross-platform. So we can run our software on embedded device,
platform for everywhere.
Right, but in the meantime, we can use normal PCs, or some, let's say, more developer-oriented devices to check, like Mac or Windows, Linux. So
Linux. Còn là Linux chứ không phải là Linux. Đó, tắt phát. Mình sẽ đến xong rồi ta sẽ tới Autodesk. Đó, có định thôi tôi bật F11 rồi. Quá đỉnh. Đây là khá thế giới mà tôi mới cũng xây dựng thế giới mới trong đó 3D đúng vậy.
The main reason why we are using Qt is that it's really fast in development, so we like it the most because it's easy to use. We think it has great usability.
It gives us a lot of freedom, like stylization with style sheets, an example, so because we need a unified UI experience across the product.
We think it's really fun to use Qt to develop our UI, and the main reason is that it's well documented.
There are always challenges between designers and developers because they have a different mindset. So normally designers produce kind of mock-ups and stuff, or PowerPoint presentations with their ideas. So they also don't have sometimes the idea what it means related to the effort it means to implement it.
We want to establish a new culture in our organization to make developers able to work on UI easier and faster. And while in the past UX people were asking developers, please could you give me that and that button?
Qt is the future. With QML, more work can move over to the designers instead to the developers only.
Designers will be able to work more independently and configure UI more independently, and we can have a better separation between the business logic and the UI design.
Bây giờ chúng ta khám phá xong thì đấy chúng ta sẽ khám phá sang LG. WebOS.
We released TV, smart TV, based on WebOS from 2014, and now we expanded our WebOS, not only TV, but also smart signages, and also video walls, and smartwatch, and smart refrigerator, and so on. The reason why we are using Qt is like Qt provides us lots of good feature and functionality. So it's really useful tool and useful framework. So with Qt, like when we first developed our first version of Smart TV, so version 1 of WebOS in LG, we always used Qt, and so far we upgraded Qt from 5.0 to 5.9, and this is really useful for us. Qt and HTML are very different. So in WebOS, like as the name says, web is in the platform name. So web application and QML or Qt application has its own usage. So for example, on our side for Qt, system UX in TV is all made by Qt, and Qt is more faster than web. So if anything needs more performance or like launch time speed or something like that, then we are using Qt rather than web. However, if there needs like some flexibility or portability or some other things, sometimes web-based technologies are better than Qt. So we are using both technologies together. In terms of software development, Qt has like very good abundant feature, and it saves us lots of resource. If we are using Qt application only, we may be able to save some memory, because like Qt usually has less memory footprint than web-based technology. Qt QML has better responsiveness.
có cái khác biệt là web OS. Trên TV LC là on sort. Bán cho LG rồi, bán cho LG. LG là sẽ phát triển cái màn hình 3 của điện thoại. LG Watch của LG rồi. Ok, của đại cái LG thôi. Ta sẽ đến tới automotive.
Beautiful and high-performance digital cockpit HMIs can now be built 10 times faster with Qt's accelerated development process, allowing you to create automotive software that's reusable, scalable and built to last, making your car stand out. Wow! Nice ride, Fancy Pants! Explore a seamless UX/UI experience playing across different screens. Learn how you can stream Qt inside a virtual reality cockpit. Or discover how you can achieve peak performance with ultra-low-cost hardware.
Oh my god, I want to virtual reality cockpit.
Hi, I'm here today to demonstrate a collaboration between Qt Design Studio and Autodesk's VRED virtual reality tool. So what we're doing here is I've created a UI in Qt Design Studio. Now, I've initially created it in Sketch and I've imported it into Design Studio using the Bridge plugin for Sketch. And that means I can bring my designs directly into Design Studio, where I can create all of the animations, the interactive content, and really the whole UI here in Design Studio. And then what I do is I actually stream it directly into VRED, which is a tool from Autodesk for visualizing in VR. And what that means is you can actually have your UI directly inside the cluster of a real car that you can look at in virtual reality with the headset.
Đến chưa? Quá đẹp luôn. Đây, cái này những gì tôi mong chờ. Quá đẹp luôn. Đây mới là thay đổi 3D đấy.
We are really looking forward to more collaborations in the future.
Thank you.
Exciting! Do you work in the automotive industry, or are you just curious?
Yeah,
Thanks!
I've reached improvement. It's for MCU. Oh my god. Không chỉ là giao diện, mà nó là gọi sự động.
I'd love to send you some topical material. Can I grab your email address?
My email? Oh, of course.
Thanks!
Digital comic. Oh my god. Không chỉ là vừa. Dốc tô rồi sao? Đỉnh chưa? Đỉnh luôn. máคอม Oh my god. Navigation chức năng đồ. Cái đó thì nhiều phát triển hơn nhiều. Cái nó just okay.
At UNO, we engaged in the past to revolutionize urban mobility. This is how we end up designing a very easy to use, appealing and affordable electric scooter. This is the first UNO scooter that we brought up in the market a couple of years ago now, that is based on a portable battery concept that you can take out of the scooter and charge to every socket at home. Based on the success of the first product generation, we didn't want to rest there and directly started working on the next product generation in order to tackle mobility as a service. We were thinking about a way to move people around the city in a more connected, digital way. For that reason, we engaged in a full new vehicle program, designing a new scooter from scratch, based on all the learnings of our first product and adding connectivity and a full digital experience around the product. However, you can imagine, as a young company here in Berlin-Kreuzberg, you cannot do everything by yourself, and it has been in the DNA from UNO since the beginning to focus on the product, focus on their users, but find the right partner when it comes to technology, service, logistic, manufacturing. We were looking for experienced, automotive-graded, embedded engineering expert to work with us on cross-platform technologies for the display of and the HMI of our next product generation.
So we wanted our second generation of scooters to have a stylish and a nice user interface. All the nice features that you can see on the scooter, as the HMI and battery switching, electronic digital display, which was also fast running and fluid, and that we could also have a fast development cycle. We decided to run Qt on our device because it's one platform that can be used on several devices, on any type of operating system. So we can reuse all the development that we are doing here in the future when we want to have our third generation of device. We had no prior experience on Qt development, and KDAP brought this experience from this long time, which means that from day zero we could have almost a working prototype from them.
The dashboard for the UNO scooter is made up of three separate UI parts. We have the top bar and we have the bottom bar, and they show the more critical information to the driver, such as speed, the battery charge, the blinker status, while the central content, then the third part, that's where we have the more freedom, and that contains a lot of map view, or it can also switch over to a speedometer, depending on which mode the application is in. Additionally, it also shows notifications popping up to the driver that the driver should react to, such as the battery charge getting lower, the temperature dropping, or whatever. For the speedometer, technically it was implemented using shaders because that performs way better than a Q-Quick painted item. Since the device that we're running is an embedded device, performance is of course key. So the navigation framework that we use doesn't have any sort of Qt integration out of the box, but it does render to an OpenGL FBO, and using that we can in turn use a Qt frame buffer object to do the rendering for us, and then just treat it like any other Q-Quick item in our QML scene. As with the speedometer, it uses the animation framework for smooth movement of the camera and the user position, because that's also nothing that we get from the actual navigation framework. So for all the user visible strings in the application, the UNO translators wanted to use a common service for all the strings in all their applications. So in order to accomplish that inside the dashboard application, we had to customize the translation backend without touching the UI code, but that's something, of course, that Qt allows us to do. This means that the copywriters get to choose the tool that they want to use freely instead of being tied into a specific solution.
Working with KDAB team, it's been amazing because since they have a lot of experience on development, they can onboard on the project super fast. And if by any reason we need to speed up or we need to counterbalance the schedule because anything needs to happen faster or needs to come earlier, it's super easy for us to scale up with KDAB, bring another developer. He's onboarded in like 1 day, 2 days. We can already have some results and some prototypes for us to check. And well, they love our product so much. They ordered 15 scooters for them here in Berlin.
Cool.
It's been amazing to see our KDAB's engineers and UNO's design team and engineering team have been collaborating over the last months, and the result is astonishing.
Ok. Ok. Nói chung thì khá nhiều thứ thêm bạn tìm hiểu. Ta có làm được gì được không ạ? Rồi. Chọn gạo thôi nha. Người ta lái xe. Chị ở đâu rồi? Ở đâu rồi? Chú em đi đâu rồi? Đến giờ. Hả? Bắt. Ta sẽ đến medical. Y tế.
When lives are at stake, you need robust and reliable software that you can trust. Qt is well established within the medical sector and is certified to operate in ultra-secure environments, taking good care of your patients. Woohoo! It's a girl! Newly assembled humans are so cute! Learn how to create a secure medical device running on a real-time operating system with safe rendered critical information that never fails. Or examine how to build a life-saving ventilator prototype overnight.
Qt ứng dụng cho y tế. Thì chúng ta sẽ đến. medical infusion
So what we're
pump.
showing you today is a simulation of a Class 3 medical device. It is built with Qt. It is the safety critical information is rendered in Qt's safe renderer. It is built with also on top of Integrity real-time operating system, and it is designed with Qt Design Studio. Okay, so this is simulating, as I said, an infusion pump. I can come in here and I can put the patient information in, including the patient's name, their weight, what drug we're going to infuse, and then the rate at which we will infuse the drug. Very dynamic and nice touchscreen operation. When we confirm it, now we're simulating the drug being infused. As I mentioned, this is on the Integrity real-time operating system. Reason why we chose Integrity, because of the cybersecurity around a device like this. We need to secure not only it from being hacked and a dose rate like this being changed, we also have to secure the patient information because of patient privacy. And then this was built with Qt Design Studio, where this was all designed in Photoshop, and then it was automatically imported into Qt, and the code was generated. Right now, the Qt Safe Renderer kicked in, so there was we simulated a crash of the software, and the information here is what we defined as safety critical. So the safety critical information is both accurate and still being displayed, despite a failure in the software. Okay, so the importance of this demo is pulling together the Qt Design Studio, which we use to import the design of the UI UX and generate the QML code. Rendering the safety critical information in the Qt Safe Renderer to make sure that if there is a software failure, the safety critical information is displayed and also accurate, and then building on top of the Integrity real-time operating system for an ultra-secure operating system environment.
Exciting! Do you work in the medical industry, or are you just curious? Thanks!
Tôi sẽ tới cái máy này. Bộ y tế này.
We are developing dialysis machines where we can treat patients with kidney disease. Qt is a GUI framework which offers all the stuff we need for GUI development. Qt is well established at the market, and one point also is that they have this long-term support, which is very important for us. Qt helps us in scalability. We have only the modules on the device which are really needed. And this means that we have a small footprint, the system keeps robust, and that's scalability for us. Qt helps us on customization to bring the corporate identity to the product, in adapting the style sheets to get the colors, the fonts and so on, and the look and feel to the product, and also gives us the freedom to create own custom widgets where we need. Qt helps us for prototyping by cross-compiling for Windows and bringing the Windows versions to our application managers and usability experts.
Còn một cái nữa nhé. Notes. giao hàng tìm đường giao hàng.
We've adopted an open source project called Q Ground Control, which provides a mission planner and is built on Qt. We actually did not have a solution before Qt, but as a founding member of Drone Code, we wanted to support the entire stack of tools and software components they offer, and Qt Ground Control was one of those components. Qt allows us to create a seamless user experience across all these different platforms. And specifically for a commercial, since it's used outdoors, we need to focus on sharp lines and high contrast in our UI. I think the key benefit is just staying lean and being able to maintain a single code base with a very small number of developers. Right now on our team, we have one full-time and one part-time, and they're able to basically maintain and develop all the features we need. For our consumer line, we've launched a separate application for Android and iOS, and on that team we have about 20 developers, so it's almost a 10x savings. We like how it's cross-platform, right? Whether in future we have web deployments for remote operations centers or other platforms that we need, we can use Qt to enable us to support those platforms. And also things like 3D visualization is something that we're looking into now, where Qt can provide us the libraries to be able to plan missions in 3D. For us, we are constantly upgrading to the latest and greatest version to be able to take advantage of some of the benefits that come from the community.
Chúng ta đã đi rất nhiều thứ rồi, chúng ta sẽ đến cuối tuần.
When you have a target of building the world's best system, you need to work with the best. The Qt company stands out as a very good partner for us.
It was quite amazing to see how fast we could develop this, because all the kind of libraries, they were at such a level, we could get a lot of work done. And I don't think everyone knows that those kind of libraries are so powerful. And development process now is much easier than before. We know that it could easily be 1,000 hours, 1,300 hours for a big automation system. Doing this is reduced to 50 hours, reduced significantly. Qt can provide us with a platform that a lot of users are sharing. And we say share in advance, because we get some and we pay something back. And everyone will gain from it.
We use Qt Creator for all our software development. This is a very good tool for programming control system as well as graphical user interface. I think without the assistance from the Qt company, things would have taken much longer time.
Yes, it would. Yes. Đúng rồi. Yes. Xe bay đó. Cái này là bệnh viện rồi. Nó hơi bật phốt đấy.
selling brewery equipment, we are using Qt for develop our tool.
Đỉnh vậy đâu.
Qt, we have developed our software to mobile platforms. It saves a lot of time.
Viết. Rồi cho nó bay.
We are at Lufthansa Technik developed a cabin management system and in-flight entertainment systems. We deliver our products to big players like Bombardier in the market of business jets, VIP and government. Some years ago we re-engineered our products to give the passengers, the crew, the maintenance operators more flexibility and more control. Therefore we developed a highly customizable and intuitive user interface with Qt and QML. The main benefit of using Qt was the cross-platform capability and the ease of use for our developers. KDAP as a partner, supplier and innovator helped us very much to develop and maintain our Qt code base.
One of the main challenges the team had was developing the same applications multiple times for different platforms was both resource intensive and also quite challenging.
In the past we had multiple approaches for our user interfaces. By all these native approaches, it was very time consuming for us to maintain our products.
So using Qt, we have the ability not just to use the same toolkit for all of the different mobile platforms, but also to reuse that same code on the embedded side. So one team with one technology can now do all of the development.
Because of Qt and QML, we are able to provide to our end customers a prototype very fast.
The design team can turn out new variations of design very quickly. We can take it on board, implement it, give it back to the team to even try out directly on the hardware or on a mobile app, give feedback, so we have very quick iteration cycles and we're able to very quickly turn around new designs.
Bố đều quá đẹp rồi. Toàn robot.
We are able to make very fast prototypes of, for instance, a color picker to change a logo or to have a diagnostic tool. The only problem then is that the customer thinks it's not a proto, it's a final product because it looks so good. Qt gives us the possibility to make application multiple platforms. So if it is on Windows or Linux, we can do it on all kinds of platforms. Wow. And that makes that we can very fast reuse previous projects, for instance, and make it very customer focused, exactly what the customer wants. We call it the developer accelerator. Nowadays, it's important that you can respond very fast to customer demands. But for us, the future is that machines make better people. So our aim is that, especially with human interfaces, the machine helps people to become better.
Consumers demand seamless user experiences with rich graphics across all their devices. With Qt, you have the power to create fluid user interfaces on a tiny footprint. Sorry, allergies. Ooh. Fancy a cup of coffee? Take a look at this gorgeous touchscreen UI, built with Photoshop and Qt, ready to serve. Get your pulse racing with this responsive UI with rich graphics and high performance, created with Qt. Learn how to create fluid UIs on a tiny footprint. Or discover how you can develop a deliciously smart cooking device app over 4 platforms with Qt.
Okay, coffee machine.
So Qt is useful in a lot of different projects, and in this one what we make is actually a coffee machine. So this is not the first one, it's one of a generation, and one of the advantages of Qt, for example, is the UI, how to make UI and the tooling to make the UI. So this kind of component, for example, and this kind of UI was made possible by Qt and by Qt Quick. And in that case, directly using Photoshop and the tooling, we were able to create this user interface. And in the end, what's very important is that it does make coffee. And now you can enjoy a cute cup of coffee.
Okay. So now what? Chúng ta sẽ tới
Imagine a scenario where you have to prepare your meals. So you would perhaps open up your laptops, browse the internet for recipes, check their ingredients, check their Nutri-Score, and then send the recipe to a smart cooking device, as well as prepare an ingredient list or a shopping list and have it sent to your mobile phone. And all the three were achievable through Qt. So we had Qt running on the laptop, and that's Qt for WebAssembly. We had Qt on the smart device, that's Qt for embedded, and Qt for mobile. Qt for WebAssembly was something which we used very extensively for prototyping in the initial stage of the project. So imagine preparing an application and having to share it with your customer for feedback. Now with Qt for WebAssembly, all you need to do is make your application and just send them a URL or a link. It's as easy as that. No installations, no deployments. Our experience for Qt for MCU was refreshingly very interesting. We first developed the smart cooking device on a Linux-based hardware, which we were very comfortable with. So we then had to also develop it for the Qt for MCU. At first it seemed a bit daunting to move an application into such a small bite-sized processor, but we managed to achieve it in a matter of 3 weeks, which is a lot about the technology that Qt's developed here. The development in our case was very accelerated because we used the Qt Design Studio, and through the Design Studio we managed to create the UI widgets that were easily portable across the 3 deployment scenarios. And there was also very interesting Photoshop bridge in the Design Studio that must have saved us at least 4 weeks of effort.
Okay, so that's it.
It released, and now we expand.
HTML3 đây nó gọi là cái độ phòng. Và đến cái cuối cùng là
We've adopted a open source project called QGround.
chung là tạm ok rồi. Ta sẽ kết thúc Qt Work ở đây. Các bạn có thể qua đây xem Qt Work của mình ở đây. Video sau ta sẽ báo giá thêm khác.